Hi, my name's Justine and I'm a therapist and coach working with children, adults and young people. And one of my clients is Sophie, and she's an amazing young person. She's 18 years old and is a personal trainer and works in a gym. And she also has ADHD, and I work with a lot of young people and adults who have ADHD. And she has found her superpower in becoming a personal trainer because she is really keen on exercise and developing other people's ability to exercise, and also the benefits of exercise, especially when you have an ADHD brain. So I've got a couple of questions to pose to Sophie today. And the first question is, Sophie, how does the frequency and intensity of exercise impact mood?
So the frequency and intensity of exercise can impact your mood. However, regular exercise and moderate intensity can still give you the benefits, such as the release of endorphins, like the feel-good hormone, improve blood flow and circulation to the brain as well as reduction of cortisol, which is like the stress hormone.
So I have another question for you, and it is around ADHD. So when you have ADHD traits, it can mean that concentrating and staying alert, staying attentive can be quite difficult. Now, exercise does give you quite a shot of dopamine, especially if you're raising your heart rate. So the question that I have for you, Sophie, is why is exercise good for someone who has ADHD? And just to say to everyone that Sophie and I both have ADHD, and we manage it in different ways, but we both exercise regularly and find it to be extremely helpful in managing our symptoms. And we are both from different generations, and our work-life balance is completely different, but yet we are both finding that exercise is crucial in our life. So Sophie, why is it important for someone who has ADHD to exercise regularly?
More specifically, exercise is a super good way for people with ADHD like me to chase their dopamine, because ADHD people lack dopamine, so they chase it. I used to chase it through food, so I used to be quite overweight, mainly because when I was feeling sad or when I was just lacking that dopamine, which is obviously quite often, I'd go to food to get that dopamine, whereas exercise can give you that dopamine, and it's healthy and it's good and it's beneficial.
So I've recently started doing some personal training, and it's really had a massive impact on my energy levels. But I also try and work out as many times a week as I can in order to manage my mood and my energy levels. And I have found my PT to be extremely helpful in just kind of getting me to understand how my muscles work, the best types of exercise for me, especially at my age, and the things that I should be doing to strengthen my muscles, but also the cardio that's going to help me to become fitter and stronger. So as a PT, Sophie, my next question to you is, how long does it typically take for someone to start noticing mood improvements after their exercise regime has started? So how long does it take, Sophie, before we start to notice an improvement in how we feel, not just physically, but mentally?
So this is very all dependent on you. Normally like average, maybe like a couple of weeks, but sometimes it can be like immediate. So like a runner's high is what they call it in fitness industry. So like after you've been for a run, like the high you feel, like you're so like happy and like really proud, obviously if it's a great fun. But yeah, so it's all dependent, but it will normally average out to be within like the first couple of weeks.